had a lot of time to sit by myself and think about things and really get to know myself. And I came to the conclusion that top surgery was something that I wanted for myself. Hi, my name is Remi. I'm a patient of Dr. Herman's. I live in Parsippany, and I'm 31 years old. I guess in 2019, I came out as trans. Kind of was doing a lot of deep thinking, especially since we kind of went into lockdown almost like a few months after I came out. So I had a lot of time to sit by myself and think about things and really get to know myself. And I came to the conclusion that top surgery was something that I wanted for myself. There's a support group that I'm part of that's a lot of like trans people, and they're more in like Central Jersey, but one of those people had top surgery with Dr. Herman, and she's like, hey, why don't you see if he's in your network? He's really nice. His office was great. They did a really good job. I was really happy with the whole experience. So I checked and he was in my network. And whereas with all the other surgeons, there was, at least several months of waiting, they were like, we can get you in this week for a consult. And I was like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. So they got me in really quickly, and it was, I kind of doing my snooping around on the internet before I met the guy, doing a little research, and I really liked what I was reading about his, his experience, his credentials, his schooling. I found out that he had a background in art, which for me is great because what is plastic surgery if not sculpture with the body? So I went and I spoke to him, and it was just a really good appointment. I told him I didn't want to go off my testosterone, and that that's fine. We can work with you on that. There was no issue. When I met him, I knew that was the surgeon that I wanted to go with. I was immediately really comfortable with him. Everyone in the office was really kind, and the whole process, they just made it so easy for me. My sister dropped me off at the hospital. They took me in and, went straight up to the third floor wherever they have the, the surgery suite, and they checked me in real easy. There was no nonsense or anything. Brought myself a little backpack with like some books and stuff to keep me preoccupied. And I was expecting to be waiting there for a really long time because, they're really busy, but they're apparently moving on schedule because it was pretty quick. And I just remember just feeling safe, which was the thing that was so important to me because, this is a big procedure. I'm letting someone operate on my body, and I couldn't imagine doing that without a team that I felt safe with. And I felt so safe with these people. And that was kind of the most important thing to me, was that they just made me feel secure and like I was going to be all right. So everyone has kind of like mixed experiences with recovery. I guess it really depends on like you and the surgery and, your body type and stuff like that. The first week or two was the most challenging as far as like limitations in my movement and stuff like that, but it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I think I was just so excited and so happy to be finally through the biggest part of the process that I was like, oh, the rest of this is cake. Like, this is nothing compared to all the nonsense that I dealt with. If you're feeling a little unsure, don't jump into anything. Don't feel like you have to commit to anything right away, because it is a big choice to make. It is a big procedure, even though I say like, hey, the recovery was easy, like, it's still a big life-changing procedure. And it's a very personal decision for everybody. So there's, no rush to sign up for anything. I think we can create a sense of urgency for ourselves where it's like, oh, I have to get this done right away because I'm so uncomfortable. But like, don't rush any big decisions like this. Give yourself time to think about stuff, and like I said, don't be afraid to meet with more than one person, because it might be, if you're apprehensive about a surgeon, maybe that's not the right surgeon for you. When you meet the right surgeon, you will feel comfortable with that person, and you'll know that that's the person to do the procedure for you.